This is Prime7 Local News with Madelaine Collignon, Kenny Hinkley and meteorologist Karl Lijnders with your local weather. Now, Prime7 Local News at 6.
Tonight, a tough new crackdown on drug driving.
A major shake-up for Wagga's bin collection, even though council can't find an organic waste recycler.
And after facing the scrap heap, Temora Hospital will soon have the state-of-the-art operating theatre.
And warming up for Wednesday, your sunny weather forecast coming up shortly.
Good evening. Sweeping reforms to roadside drug testing will mean more motorists under the influence of mind-altering drugs will be detected on New South Wales roads.
For the first time, police will test for cocaine, which can stay in a driver's system for several days. A local leader who has been advising on drug and alcohol policy for 18 years says the reforms are essential to reducing road trauma.
Cocaine users' time on the roads is up. New South Wales Police will now detect the illicit drug in roadside drug testing.
Wagga City Council says the rollout of the new organic waste bins will happen on schedule despite a lack of tenders to recycle the waste. Council will continue to search for a contractor to collect and compost organic waste, which currently goes to landfill.
In less than 3 months, Wagga households will be forced to change the way they recycle waste.
The Independent Commission Against Corruption has confirmed Wagga City Council is under investigation again. Jeremy Frost is at Wagga Council. And Jeremy, what's Council saying?
Maddie, the council's new general manager, Peter Thompson, has confirmed there is an investigation, making it the 4th time the corruption watchdog has had Wagga under the microscope.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. Jeremy Frost there. The state government is introducing a statewide reform encouraging criminals to plead guilty much earlier. The reforms are aimed at reducing stress on victims and slashing the backlog of cases clogging our courts.
Well, it's time now for a quick check of the weather with Karl Lijnders.
And Karl, what a beautiful day we had across the region today.
Yes, more lovely weather across the region, guys, as we have pleasant high pressure sitting over us. So cool nights still in place, 9 to 27 at Tumbarumba today, 30 in Wagga, 31 at Narrandera, 24 at Batlow. The cool nights even extended to the west, 16 to 31 at West Wyalong and 27 at Harden. Today, satellite picture, not much to speak of other than this Tasman low pumping in those southerly winds and a bit of cloud over WA, which has delivered 4 months worth of rain to Perth in 24 hours. But meanwhile, dry skies for us and heating up this week. Not much rain is expected over the next 7 days, and we're expecting a lot of heat over the next 7 days. So details on that impending heat wave to come, and there's a few changes, guys. We have to go through more details on that later.
Thank you. See you after sport. Thanks.
Still to come in Prime7 News, a unique and emotional fundraising event for youth suicide.
And from chefs to chippies, baristas to bakers, Riverina TAFE has something for everyone this year.
Next on Prime7 News at 6:30, House of Horror. 13 siblings rescued, their parents charged with torture in California. How they escaped is coming up. A driver confirmed dead after a fiery crash and explosion on the M1 at Lake Macquarie. And tributes flow as the voice of the Cranberries dies, aged just 46.
Stay in touch 24/7 with Prime7 News.
The horse racing community from across the state has gathered to pay tribute to a Wagga woman who was a talented barrel racer. Bianca Picardi died by suicide 2.5 years ago, and a trust developed in her name is reminding people to be kind to each other.
Barrels for Bianca is an annual event hosted by barrel racers to try and make sense of a tragedy that rocked their community. It's in honour of 22-year-old Bianca Picardi, who died by suicide in 2015.
Still to come in Prime7 News, a local cricket youngster who blitzed the competition down south.
And a local softball star helps New South Wales to under-17 championship glory. Reality is still yet to sink in for Wagga's Lane Kearns, just days after a stellar tournament was capped off with some championship gold.
This was the moment Laney Kearns became a national champion.
Still to come in Prime7 News, Karl is back with your local weather forecast. Don't go anywhere. For a closer look at the weather forecast, we're joined once again by Karl Lijnders.
And Karl, it was quite a nice day today and yesterday as well, but a heat wave is on the way.
Heat wave is on the way. We've been talking about this for a couple of days, and even last week we had a preview of this weather starting to unfold, and tomorrow getting warmer with northeasters developing as that low pushes away to New Zealand. So you can see the temperature gradient really maxing out, and the browns there coming across mainly on Friday afternoon from the northwest and again through the weekend. Widespread temperatures above 42 degrees through a lot of Australia, including all of our region. Now Sunday there is a very slight chance we might see a change come through in the afternoon. It's very hard to determine whether that is on the way. So at this point in time, very hot weather is anticipated right through the outlook period, with thundery weather possibly on the way from Sunday and early next week. The modelling is a little bit uncertain and unclear. This heat low will be in force for at least 7 days or so. So remarkably hot weather on the way, and dry too. And very much a dry outlook, not much in that at all. Looking at hot weather west of the Divide tomorrow, very warm to hot inland and cooler along the coast, with southerly winds easing, as will the surf. There's been some big surf up and down the New South Wales coast. 36 tomorrow after 14 in Griffith, and contrasting that with 8 to 29 in the southeast. On Thursday is the hot day. We'll start to see the temperatures peaking at 40 in the west, 39 at Wagga and on the border. So we're looking at temperatures starting to move 5 or so degrees above the norm. And it's really Friday, that's where we start to max out in the low to mid 40s in the west, 37 now even in the southeast, and temperatures at night are not too bad still up until around Friday morning. So we'll still get some pleasant evenings, but they'll be all but gone by the weekend. 21 to 41 on Saturday, 41 still on Sunday, with that thundery weather possibly edging in, but still in the 40s well into next week, guys.
So enjoy the next couple of days.
Oh yes.
Thanks,
see you
Karl.
guys. Thanks.
Now let's take a look at the cheapest petrol prices in your area. In Madelaine, the Independent on Wilson Street has both unleaded and diesel for $1.32. The United on Burke Street in Turvey Park is selling unleaded and diesel for $1.36. And in Cootamundra, the Metro Fuel on Sutton Street has unleaded for $1.35 and diesel for $1.33.
And that's your local news for tonight. You can discuss tonight's stories on Facebook
and watch tonight's top stories on our website. Now, Prime 7 News at 6:30 with Daniel Gibson. Have a lovely night. See you tomorrow.